Hello and welcome to my thoughts on Dragon Ball, the manga. I always say manga. I'm going to try and say manga. Um, it's the manga where it's mostly Kid Goku. It's up to Dragon Ball Z. It stops before Dragon Ball Z. If you're wondering what it covers, if you already know Dragon Ball, if you don't, spoilers. It covers all of the Kid Goku stuff, the free tournaments for the strongest under the heavens. It covers the latter half of it, or the latter, I guess, third of it. Covers Piccolo. Or Piccolo, I'm not quite sure how to say it. I know it's a real word, I just don't know how to pronounce that word. Yes, I'm going to have to make it kind of brief because I have got to go to work in about 15 minutes. Also, I don't have a huge amount to say about it, but yeah, I'm using the Shonen Jump £2 a month subscription service to read their manga, and I finished reading Bleach, as you may well know from the videos I did a while back, and then I started reading Dragon Ball, and it starts off quite slow, quite light-hearted and comical. And because of that, I kind of gave up on reading it for, I don't know how long, feels like maybe a month or two. It wasn't bad, it just wasn't going anywhere. But initially it focuses on Dragon Ball. I just called Goku Dragon Ball, what's wrong with me? It initially focuses on Goku and Bulma trying to find the 7 Dragon Balls for various reasons. Bulma wants a boyfriend, eek, and Goku, I think he just wants the 4-star Dragon Ball that his grandpa gave him, if I remember. No, he already had that. I don't remember why Goku was going on this quest, to be honest. I think he was just kind of tagging along. Along the way, they meet the Turtle Hermit, who is my biggest criticism. I get that this manga is a little bit older, so expectations were different, but my god, does this come across as pervy old man does pervy old man things for many, many chapters. And let's just say in 2022, that has not aged well. I know it's apparently a trope of some Japanese fiction of having a pervy old man. I've noticed it in Naruto as well. Is it in Bleach? Hang on, let me think. There's no like extreme examples in Bleach, but you can make an argument that it is in Bleach as well. And it just kind of feels icky given a lot of real life circumstances of perverted old men. Like it's definitely played up as just being like perverted, gross humour that I guess a lot of people would have liked at the time because they were buying it and reading it, but I notice it does scale down considerably in the later chapters as the manga gets a little bit more mature. So yeah, there's that, but other than that, that's pretty much the only issue I have with the manga, apart from the pacing, or maybe not the pacing, but the tone. The tone early on is super light-hearted and just, I don't know, it's not bad, it's just what it is. It's just kind of, yeah, not really, like I said earlier, it doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. I would say the Red Ribbon Army arc is where they really start to portray Goku as this kind of crazy strength guy who just keeps surpassing all expectations, and you're like, wait a minute, what's up with this guy? Why is he so strong? And it starts to become a little bit more interesting, like, wait, he's going to go and take on the Red Ribbon Army all by himself? Oh my god, what an idiot, he's going to get killed, we should go and help him. And they go and find him, and he's like walking away from the base, and they're like, oh thank god, he decided not to, obviously. And he's like, what? No, I took care of those guys. What? And Goku's kind of naivety of like not really understanding how strong he is or how crazy his feats of strength are is endearing, and it is fun to read. I still have some misgivings about the light-hearted nature of the world being an issue with kind of more serious lore later on, like the fact that these Dragon Balls exist, that when you gather them together can grant you any wish. It just seems a bit like OP. It kind of makes it feel like death has no meaning in this world. But towards the end of the manga, like in the fight against Krillin, not against Krillin, sorry, what the hell am I talking about? In the fight against Piccolo, and as we learn about who Piccolo is and who Kami-sama is, like, as a god, and how they used to be the same person, and the fact that Kami-sama made Shenlong the dragon, who can grant wishes from Dragon Balls, it kind of becomes a little bit more understandable, a little bit more coherent, a little bit more tangible, I want to say, in the fact that we also see that the Dragon Balls can be destroyed, so that you can't just wish everyone back to life all the time, stuff like that. And the fact that by the end of this manga, Goku becomes more powerful than God. And I wouldn't be surprised, because I know that in Dragon Ball Z, I know a little bit about it, I know that Goku turns out to be a Saiyan, I don't know how to say that, and they're a race, they're like a race from another planet, and it gets a little bit, you know, cosmological after a while. I wouldn't be surprised if it turned out that God was just like, every planet had a god, if you know what I mean, and it was just like a particular power level, a particular kind of a person, and that there's more to the cosmology than just that. But yeah, I kind of got addicted to it. Sometime after the Red Ribbon Army arc, I kind of got stuck to it, reading it page for page, staying up way too late. Reading it page for page, that's a stupid way of saying that. Reading it cover to cover is what I meant to say. And it kind of caught me by surprise, because before I knew it, I realised that I actually really liked all of these characters. And I was really interested in the world that Toriyama was building. So yeah, like I said, bit of a short one. I don't have a huge amount to say about it because, like I said, it was so lighthearted and there wasn't a whole lot to it. But it definitely feels like from this point onwards, it's going to get crazier and crazier, and I'm really excited to start reading Dragon Ball Z tonight. I always read it in bed, so I'm going to go to bed and be like, okay, cool, Dragon Ball time. I am also well aware that most people's knowledge of a series comes from the anime and not the manga. I don't know how many differences there are in the manga, so yeah, I mean, obviously there won't be any filler arcs. I imagine the pacing will be better, but I do know that Dragon Ball Z Kai exists, which is supposed to take out all the fillers and reanimate some of the stuff too, so I don't know. I do want to watch it at some point when I've read the manga, but for now I'm reading the manga and I'm excited to see where it goes. Apparently it's still going. I might be wrong on that, but I think it's still going, like it's focusing on Goku's kid or something. So yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes. I don't know if it declines in quality at a certain point, like that kind of stuff tends to do. I know people aren't as happy with Boruto as they are with Naruto. That's another thing I need to catch up on, and will do eventually. But for now, as I keep saying, I'm excited to see where it goes, and I will let you know how I feel about Dragon Ball Z, because I know that after Dragon Ball Z, I think, comes Dragon Ball Super. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.